What if the next revolution in electric vehicles doesn't come from a new battery, but from an entirely new motor? And what if the company behind it is Tesla? A new motor technology linked to Elon Musk is creating massive buzz across the auto industry. Some experts believe it could make electric cars more powerful, more efficient, cheaper to build, and capable of traveling farther than ever before. If these claims are true, this innovation could completely change the future of EVs. But what makes this new motor so different from everything we've seen before? Is Tesla about to eliminate the need for expensive rare earth materials while delivering even better performance? Or is Elon Musk preparing a breakthrough that could leave every other automaker struggling to catch up? The most surprising part is that only a handful of people know the real technology behind this new motor. And once you understand how it works, you'll see why many believe it could become one of Tesla's biggest innovations yet. So, what exactly is this new motor engine? How does it work? And why is the entire automotive world paying such close attention to it? Let's find out. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest videos on groundbreaking technology and the future of innovation. Why is Elon Musk developing a new electric motor? Every major innovation starts with a problem waiting to be solved. For Tesla, the challenge wasn't simply building electric vehicles, it was finding a way to make them even more advanced than they already are. Over the years, Tesla has transformed electric motor technology. Its motors are widely recognized as some of the most efficient ever built, allowing Tesla cars to deliver impressive acceleration, long driving range, and outstanding overall performance. Yet Elon Musk has never believed that any technology has reached perfection. In his view, there is always room to improve. That mindset is exactly why Tesla has been investing in an entirely new motor design. Today, the electric vehicle industry is growing at an incredible pace. More people than ever want to switch to EVs, but one major obstacle still remains: the high cost of manufacturing. Batteries, electric motors, and other essential components continue to make these vehicles expensive. If electric cars are truly going to become accessible to millions of people, production costs must come down. Efficiency is another challenge engineers are constantly trying to solve. No electric motor is perfect because some of its energy is always lost as heat during operation. Even small improvements in efficiency can make a huge difference. A motor that wastes less electricity allows a vehicle to travel farther while using the same amount of energy. Tesla wants its future motors to achieve exactly that: consume less power while delivering even stronger performance. Another issue attracting global attention is the dependence on rare earth materials. Many of today's electric motors rely on powerful magnets made from rare minerals. The problem is that these resources are limited, and much of the world's supply comes from only a handful of countries. Any disruption in that supply chain can increase manufacturing costs and slow production. That's one of the biggest reasons Tesla has spent years researching motor technologies that reduce, or possibly eliminate, the need for rare earth materials altogether. Keeping costs low has also remained one of Elon Musk's biggest goals. He believes electric vehicles can only dominate the market when ordinary people can actually afford them. If Tesla succeeds in creating a motor that is simpler, cheaper, and easier to manufacture, the price of the entire vehicle could also decrease. This explains why the company continues experimenting with new engineering methods and manufacturing techniques. Ultimately, Elon Musk's mission goes far beyond producing a better electric car. His long-term vision is to accelerate the world's transition toward sustainable energy and clean transportation. To make that vision a reality, Tesla needs technology that is affordable, dependable, energy efficient, and capable of being produced on a massive scale. What makes Tesla's new motor design so different? Whenever a new electric vehicle is introduced, most people immediately focus on its range, top speed, or price tag. But behind every great EV lies the component that matters the most, the electric motor. That's why every announcement related to Tesla's motor technology captures the attention of the entire automotive industry. Elon Musk has never been interested in making small upgrades to existing technology. Instead, his strategy has always been to rethink the design from the ground up and create innovations that can reshape the future of the industry. According to the latest information, Tesla's upcoming motor isn't just about producing more power. The company appears to be redesigning the entire system to make it smarter, more efficient, and easier to manufacture. Let's begin with the motor's overall architecture. Motor architecture refers to the way all of the internal components are arranged and work together. Tesla's objective is to simplify this structure, allowing the motor to deliver greater performance while using fewer parts. A simpler design can improve reliability, reduce manufacturing complexity, and lower production costs. Tesla is also placing significant emphasis on making the motor more compact. A smaller motor occupies less space inside the vehicle, giving engineers greater flexibility when designing other components. This can improve packaging, simplify assembly, and create a more efficient production process. Weight reduction is another major priority. The lighter an electric vehicle becomes, the less energy it needs to move. By developing a lighter motor, Tesla could improve the vehicle's overall efficiency, while also helping extend driving range without increasing battery size. Perhaps the most exciting improvement, however, is something known as higher power density. In simple terms, power density means generating more power from a motor without making it significantly larger. If Tesla succeeds in increasing power density, future vehicles could become faster, more efficient, and more compact at the same time, an achievement that could redefine what electric motors are capable of. Why Tesla's new motor could be a game changer. Achieving more power from a smaller electric motor is considered one of the biggest milestones in modern EV engineering. A compact motor that produces higher output doesn't just improve performance, it also frees up valuable space inside the vehicle, giving engineers greater flexibility when designing the car. Another key area Tesla is focusing on is heat management. Whenever an electric motor runs for long periods, it naturally generates heat. If that heat isn't controlled properly, it can reduce efficiency and even shorten the motor's lifespan. That's why Tesla is developing a more advanced cooling system. A motor that stays cooler can maintain peak performance for longer periods while also improving long-term reliability. One more feature that makes this design stand out is its simplified construction. Tesla is aiming to reduce the number of components inside the motor. A simpler design usually means fewer things can go wrong, making the motor more dependable. It can also speed up manufacturing, lower production complexity, and ultimately reduce overall costs. Tesla's rare earth-free motor vision. Inside most modern electric motors is one critical component that has become almost impossible to avoid: rare earth magnets. One of the biggest reasons Tesla's upcoming motor has generated so much excitement is the possibility that it may operate without relying on these powerful magnets. If Tesla successfully achieves this, it wouldn't just be an important breakthrough for the company. It could influence the future direction of the entire electric vehicle industry. So, what exactly are rare earth magnets? These are extremely powerful permanent magnets used in electric motors because they deliver excellent performance while keeping energy consumption low. That's why many leading EV manufacturers continue to rely on them. The challenge, however, is the raw materials required to produce these magnets. Rare earth minerals are not widely available across the world, and this is where China plays a major role. For years, China has dominated the global supply and processing of rare earth elements. As a result, a significant portion of the world's electric motor industry depends on a single supply chain. This creates a serious concern. If geopolitical tensions increase, mining operations slow down, or international trade faces disruptions, manufacturers around the world could struggle to obtain these essential materials. That would affect production capacity and drive manufacturing costs even higher. Tesla wants to reduce that risk. Elon Musk has repeatedly suggested that future electric motors should minimize or completely eliminate the use of rare earth materials. According to Tesla's vision, removing this dependency could create a supply chain that is more secure, more stable, and far less vulnerable to global disruptions. This strategy isn't only about technology, it could also make electric motors less expensive to manufacture. Since the motor represents one of the most expensive parts of an EV, lowering its production cost could eventually reduce the overall price of the vehicle. That's why Tesla continues searching for alternative materials and innovative engineering solutions that can deliver similar performance without relying on expensive resources. But cost is only part of the equation. Supply chain resilience has become just as important. Over the past several years, industries around the world have experienced how quickly supply chain disruptions can impact manufacturing. Companies that depend heavily on limited resources face greater uncertainty whenever shortages occur. Tesla wants to avoid that situation by developing motor technology that can be produced efficiently across multiple regions instead of relying on materials sourced from only one part of the world. There's also an environmental reason behind this shift. Extracting and processing rare earth minerals often involves significant environmental challenges. Mining operations can affect surrounding ecosystems, consume large amounts of water, and create long-term environmental concerns. If future electric motors require fewer of these materials, or none at all, the environmental impact of manufacturing could also decrease. That's why many industry experts believe Tesla's approach isn't simply another engineering upgrade. It could represent an important step toward cleaner and more sustainable transportation. In many ways, Tesla's new motor reflects a completely different philosophy. Less dependence on scarce materials, stronger supply security, lower manufacturing costs, and greater long-term stability. Those appear to be the core principles driving Tesla's next generation of electric motors. Just how efficient could this motor become? When people think about electric vehicles, they usually focus on battery size. But the real secret behind a great EV isn't just how much energy the battery stores, it's how efficiently the vehicle uses every bit of that energy. That's exactly why so many people are talking about Tesla's new motor. The biggest advantage may not be increased horsepower. Instead, it could be dramatically improved efficiency. Because in the world of electric vehicles, using energy more intelligently is often far more valuable than simply producing more power. Whenever an electric motor is running, not every unit of energy stored inside the battery reaches the wheels. A portion of that energy is inevitably lost during the conversion process. Not all of the energy stored inside an EV's battery reaches the wheels. A certain percentage is always lost before it can be converted into motion, and this is known as energy loss. There are several reasons why this happens. Some of the electricity is converted into heat, some is lost because of mechanical friction, and some disappears due to the natural limitations of the motor's internal components. That's why engineers are constantly searching for ways to reduce these losses and make electric motors as efficient as possible. Heat is another major obstacle. When an electric motor operates continuously at high speeds, its temperature naturally rises. Excessive heat doesn't just waste energy, it can also reduce performance and shorten the motor's lifespan over time. To overcome this challenge, Tesla is developing improved cooling technology along with smarter energy management systems. A cooler running motor can maintain maximum performance for longer periods while improving reliability. This is where Tesla's efficiency improvements become especially important. The company's objective isn't simply to create a more powerful motor. The real goal is to develop one that uses energy far more intelligently. If less electricity is wasted, a greater portion of the battery's power can be used to move the vehicle. In simple terms, the same battery could deliver more driving distance. That's exactly why so much attention is being given to driving range. For most buyers, one question matters above everything else. How far can the vehicle travel on a single charge? If Tesla succeeds in improving motor efficiency, future vehicles could travel farther without needing a larger battery. Achieving that would be a huge milestone for the EV industry. But the benefits don't stop there. Improved efficiency also means the battery doesn't have to work as hard. Lower stress on the battery can help preserve its long-term health while improving the vehicle's overall performance. That's why Tesla continues developing both battery technology and motor technology together instead of treating them as separate systems. The real-world advantages become even more meaningful. Lower energy consumption means charging the vehicle less frequently. Fewer charging sessions save both time and money. Long-distance journeys become more practical, and the overall ownership experience improves for everyday drivers. These are the kinds of improvements customers actually notice in daily life. However, there is another challenge Tesla must solve. Building a highly efficient motor isn't enough if manufacturing costs remain too high. Advanced technology only becomes truly successful when it can be produced at an affordable price. That's why Tesla is now placing equal emphasis on reducing production costs. One way to achieve this is through manufacturing simplification. The company is redesigning the motor so it's easier to manufacture. A simpler design naturally leads to a smoother production process. It also reduces complexity and helps improve consistency during assembly. Using fewer materials is another important part of the strategy. When fewer materials are required, manufacturing expenses can decrease while production becomes more efficient. This approach benefits both the company and future customers through lower costs. Assembly speed also plays a crucial role. If each motor can be built in less time, factories can produce more units without expanding their facilities. Tesla already relies heavily on robotics and automation, and its next-generation motor is expected to be optimized for faster robotic assembly than previous designs. This fits perfectly with Tesla's Gigafactory strategy. By producing motors, batteries, and other key components within a highly integrated manufacturing system, Tesla can reduce transportation costs, improve production efficiency, and save valuable time and resources throughout the supply chain. A serious challenge for BYD, Hyundai, and Toyota. Whenever Tesla introduces a major technological breakthrough, the effects extend far beyond the company itself. Every major automaker watches closely because the competition in the electric vehicle market has become fiercer than ever. A few years ago, Tesla dominated the EV industry with little serious competition. Today, the landscape looks very different. Manufacturers from China, Japan, South Korea, and Europe are investing billions of dollars to strengthen their electric vehicle businesses. If Tesla's new motor delivers on its promises, it could reshape this competitive battle. Every major EV manufacturer is chasing the same objectives: longer driving range, lower production costs, improved efficiency, and better technology. That's why the industry continues introducing new battery systems, motor designs, and faster charging solutions every year. Staying ahead has become increasingly difficult. Perhaps Tesla's biggest challenge now comes from China. Chinese automakers have expanded at an incredible pace over the past few years. They have successfully combined competitive pricing with modern technology, allowing them to gain market share around the world. Among all of them, BYD has emerged as Tesla's strongest rival. One of BYD's greatest advantages is its vertical integration. The company manufactures many of its most important components, including batteries, in-house. This allows BYD to control costs more effectively while producing vehicles at massive scale. As a result, BYD has grown into one of the world's largest electric vehicle manufacturers and continues competing aggressively with Tesla across multiple global markets. If Tesla's next-generation motor successfully lowers manufacturing costs while delivering higher efficiency, it could directly challenge one of BYD's biggest competitive advantages. And the competition doesn't end there. Companies like Hyundai Motor Company and Toyota Motor Corporation are also investing heavily in next-generation electric vehicles. Hyundai continues advancing fast-charging technology and EV platforms, while Toyota is using decades of experience in hybrid systems and battery development to strengthen its electric vehicle lineup. With every company pushing innovation at full speed, the battle for leadership in the EV industry is only expected to become even more intense in the years ahead. The race for EV leadership is no longer about just one company. It's a global battle. Automakers from the US, China, Japan, South Korea, and Europe are all competing to build electric vehicles that are more efficient, more affordable, and easier to produce. If Tesla's new motor lives up to expectations, it could force the entire industry to rethink its designs and accelerate innovation. And if the company succeeds in delivering higher efficiency at a lower cost, it could strengthen Tesla's position in the global EV market. For now, this technology is still under development, and only time will reveal whether it becomes the next big breakthrough. But one thing is certain: Tesla's next move is being watched by the entire automotive world. What do you think? Could this new motor change the future of electric vehicles, or is the hype too big? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more exciting technology updates.